Picture the most powerful man in England. He owns the Lords. He controls the throne. The Queen shares his bed. The King does what he says. Now picture that same man, face down, on frozen cobblestones, dragged by horses through 2 miles of screaming city. The smell of horse dung fills his mouth. The stones tear through his tunic. His skin peels off on the road like wet paper. The crowd doesn't look away. They came here for this. By nightfall, he will hang, naked, at a common criminal's gallows, like the lowest thief in the land. This is the true end of Roger Mortimer, and it is so much worse than you think. November 1330. England is still bleeding. King Edward II is gone, deposed, humiliated, dead in a dungeon. Most people believe he was murdered. Most people are right. On the throne sits a teenager, Edward III, 16 years old, a crown on his head, but no power in his hands. Because Roger Mortimer holds everything. He is not the king. He never calls himself king. He doesn't need to. He controls who eats. He controls who dies. He controls what the boy king signs. His robes are finer than any earl's. His table is longer than any lord's. His voice in any room is the last voice heard. He escaped the Tower of London once. He raised an army in France. He rode back across the sea like a conqueror. He destroyed a king. Now he stands at the top of England. And he believes, truly believes, no one can reach him. He is wrong. October 19th, 1330. Nottingham Castle. Late night. The fire in Mortimer's chamber has burned low. The candles are almost gone. The castle is silent. Then, boots on stone. Running, getting closer. The door explodes open. Armed men flood the room. Cold steel glints in the torchlight. These are not Mortimer's guards. These men came through a secret tunnel, carved beneath the castle walls, a passage so hidden even Mortimer's spies never found it. At the front of the group, a young man, 18 years old, eyes like burning coal, sword drawn. King Edward III, the boy who watched his kingdom stolen, the boy who signed papers he didn't write, the boy who smiled at court while rage boiled under his skin. Tonight he takes it all back. Iron hands grab Mortimer's arms, chains snap onto his wrists. The metal is freezing cold against his skin. He is dragged out of his chamber, half-dressed, through torchlit corridors. Behind him, a woman's voice, screaming, Queen Isabella, begging her son to stop. Edward III does not turn around. He does not slow down. He does not look back. Roger Mortimer, the man who ruled England, is thrown into a cell. Stone floor, no light, no fire, just darkness, and the sound of his own breathing. For weeks, he waits. The cell smells of damp stone and old straw. The floor is slick with moisture. Something moves in the corner, always moving. He stopped looking after the first night. Every footstep outside the door, he holds his breath. Is this the moment? Every creak of iron, every distant shout. This is the man who feasted while lords trembled, who slept in the finest chambers in England, who had servants whose only job was to carry his cloak. Now his fingers are numb, his lips are cracked. The cold gets inside him and stays there, and somewhere above, in warm rooms with warm fires, the young king is building a case, collecting names, gathering testimony, preparing the charges one by one. November 26th, Westminster Hall. The Lords of England fill the benches, row after row. The room smells of wool, candle wax, and old grievances. Roger Mortimer is brought in. He is bound with rope. His hands are tied behind his back. And his mouth is gagged. He will not speak a single word in his own defense. Not one. 14 charges are read aloud. Usurping royal power. Murdering King Edward II. Killing the Earl of Kent, the king's own half-brother, on false evidence Mortimer himself had invented. Emptying the treasury. Feeding the kingdom to his own ambition. He stands there, tied, gagged, surrounded, while the Lords of England, men who once bowed to him, scream guilty, one by one, like a tide. No defense, no witnesses, no mercy. Sentence, death, by hanging, at Tyburn, the execution ground for pickpockets and murderers. Not the noble's axe, the criminal's rope. 3 days left, November 29th, before sunrise. The coldest morning of the year. The guards come for him. They strip him of what little dignity remains. Then they dress him in a black tunic, the same black tunic he wore 3 years ago. The day he stood over the coffin of King Edward II, the king he helped destroy. The fabric is stiff. It still carries the faint smell of incense and death. A deliberate blade through what remains of his pride. They tie his hands behind his back. Tight. The rope bites into his wrists. No horse for a nobleman. No cart. No walking. 2 destriers are harnessed. Heavy war horses. Bred for battle. A rope is looped under his arms. Attached to the horses. The gates of the Tower of London swing open. The streets are already packed. Thousands of people. 2 full miles of them, lining the route from the Tower to Tyburn. Some have been standing here since midnight. The horses lurch forward. Roger's body hits the cobblestones. The first impact is like a hammer. Every bone rattles. His teeth crack together. His vision whites out. The horses don't slow down. Stones tear at his knees, his elbows, his cheekbone. The tunic shreds in seconds. His skin comes off on the road. Mud fills his mouth. He tries to turn his head. The road won't let him. Every breath, fire. Every jolt, his ribs slamming stone. The rope pulls and pulls and pulls. The crowd roars. Some throw stones, some spit. Children push to the front to see. This was the man who ruled them, who taxed them, who starved them. 2 miles. It takes a long time to drag a man 2 miles. Tyburn. A simple wooden frame on a hill. No carved stone, no canopy, no ceremony, just a beam, a rope and a ladder. Roger Mortimer is the first nobleman ever to die here. They cut him free from the horses. He cannot stand on his own. His legs are shredded. His face is swollen so badly, his eye is nearly closed. The guards hold him upright. 2 priests step forward. They open a Bible. They read from the 52nd Psalm. Why do you glory in mischief, O mighty man? The words drift over the silent crowd. He is given a few last words. He does not beg. He does not weep. He does not speak the Queen's name. Not once. He admits only one thing. His part in the killing of the Earl of Kent. 1 sentence. Then silence. The noose is placed over his head. Rough hemp. It scratches the raw skin of his neck. The knot sits heavy against his left ear. He looks out at the crowd. Thousands of faces. Not one of them looking away. The hangman steps forward, kicks the ladder. Roger drops. The rope snaps tight. His body jerks hard. His legs kick, wildly at first. Then slower. Then still. The crowd watches in silence. They do not cut him down. Not yet. His body is left to hang. Naked, the clothes stripped from him as a final shame, in the freezing November wind. For 2 full days, 2 full nights, crows circle overhead. The people of London come and go, staring up at what happens when a man forgets who is actually in charge. Roger Mortimer had betrayed a king. He had seized a kingdom. He had loved a queen. And in the end, the kingdom betrayed him right back. His body was taken down and buried. In secret. The location lost to history. His titles gone. His lands seized. His children disinherited. Their futures erased along with his name. Queen Isabella, the woman who started a revolution for him, was placed under house arrest. She lived out her days in quiet isolation. She never spoke his name again. Not publicly. Not once. Edward III became one of England's greatest kings. He never forgot the tunnel in the dark. He never forgot the chains on his own wrists. He never forgot the feeling of being a boy used as a stamp on someone else's letters. Some historians say the memory of Mortimer's fall made Edward III the ruler he became. That is how history works sometimes. One man's destruction, another man's spine. Here is what Roger Mortimer's fall teaches us. Borrowed power is the most dangerous kind. Mortimer never held the throne. He held the person who held the throne. The moment that person found one tunnel and 3 loyal men, it was over. Every cage has a crack somewhere. No matter how tightly you control information, no matter how many guards you post, you cannot control the moment a human being decides they have nothing left to lose. And history never forgets men like Mortimer, not because they failed, but because of how spectacularly they fell. His tomb is lost. His name was scraped from records. But his story survived, passed from king to king like a warning. This is what we do to people who forget who is in charge. Roger Mortimer was not the first. He was not the last. History keeps asking the same question, over and over, generation after generation. Does anyone actually learn? Would you have faced that noose with your head high? Could you have endured the drag, the gag, the cold drop at the end of a rope? Drop your answer in the comments. Tell me, what would you have done differently? Where are you watching from while this story still haunts you? Smash that like button. If you believe some betrayals deserve to be remembered forever, subscribe. Because the past doesn't stay buried, and the next time someone tells you history is boring, send them this video.